FIFA just dropped the charges. And it's worse than anyone expected. Breaking news from FIFA again, and no, this one isn't about Gianni Infantino directly. Or, maybe it is. Let's find out together. This is about what actually happened at the World Cup, and it just took a massive turn. Let's get into it. FIFA has officially opened disciplinary proceedings against the Argentina Football Association over the conduct of their players and their fans across 2 separate matches at the World Cup. This story just moved from rumor to reality, because it's now sitting in an official FIFA document. After months of arguments, accusations, and endless debate online, the conversation just left social media and landed in formal, undeniable language. For months, critics said Argentina was getting special treatment. They pointed to controversial calls, missing red cards, and a private letter from FIFA praising the team's professionalism. Every disputed moment seemed to just vanish. No consequences. Nothing stuck. That narrative just collapsed. Because FIFA isn't calling this unsporting behavior anymore. They're not calling it a misunderstanding. FIFA is officially using the word assault against players from the Argentine national team. 2 incidents. The semi-final against England in Atlanta. And the final against Spain in New Jersey. After months of being accused of protecting Argentina, FIFA just put those accusations into a formal legal process. And once a case reaches this stage, it doesn't just quietly disappear. So now the real questions start. What exactly got filed? Could the entire Argentine Football Association be punished, not just individual players? How does this connect to a rivalry that goes back decades? And why are so many people calling this the turning point of the entire tournament? Here's why this headline alone stops people in their tracks. It is genuinely rare to see FIFA use language this direct, in an official document, about one of the biggest federations in the sport. After a week-long investigation led by an independent prosecutor, FIFA's disciplinary committee has officially opened formal proceedings, and the list of charges is brutal. Leandro Paredes, 3 separate assault-related charges. Nahuel Molina, 2 assault-related charges, 1 alleged as completed, 1 as attempted, plus a separate charge for unsporting behavior. Assistant coach Roberto Ayala, also facing an assault-related charge. Thiago Almada, charged with unsporting behavior. And in a twist nobody saw coming, Spain's own player, Gavi, has also been charged with unsporting behavior. Let's break down exactly what happened, match by match. The England game. At the end of that semi-final, you'll remember the banner. Argentina's supporters brought it into the stadium, a message about the Falkland Islands, declaring them Argentine territory. Then, at the final whistle, several players grabbed that banner themselves. They held it up in front of their own fans. They laid it out on the pitch for several minutes before folding it up and handing it to a staff member to take away. And here's the thing, there's a real chance that if Argentina had won the final, that same banner would have come back out again. FIFA has now opened formal proceedings over that moment, because displaying political messages at official matches is a direct violation of FIFA's own laws, no exceptions, no gray area. On top of that, FIFA's charges against the England game incident also reference alleged racist abuse, a late kickoff, failure to follow security protocols, objects thrown onto the pitch, and inappropriate messaging from the team and fans. That's not one violation. That's a stack of them. The final against Spain. Now here's where it gets ugly. After Argentina lost the final, several of their players did not handle it well, and the disciplinary filing lays out exactly what FIFA alleges happened. Paredes allegedly struck Spain's Eric Garcia in the throat with an open hand, sending him to the ground. Paredes and Almada are both accused of pushing Gavi during the chaos that followed. Molina is accused of striking Spain's captain Rodri as he ran past during the celebrations. And assistant coach Roberto Ayala was filmed appearing to make contact with Dani Olmo, an incident Ayala has since described as a shove, not a strike. Whether every one of these allegations holds up is now for FIFA's disciplinary process to decide. But make no mistake, the scope of this case is enormous. 3 players and a member of the coaching staff, facing multiple charges each, all laid out in an official filing. This isn't a Twitter debate anymore. This is a formal legal process with real consequences on the line. Under FIFA's own rules, assault-related offenses can carry suspensions starting at a minimum of 3 matches and potentially far more, depending on what the committee finds. If these charges are upheld, Argentina could be missing several of their most important players for a significant stretch. The detail everyone's talking about. One name is drawing extra attention here: assistant coach Roberto Ayala. Cases involving coaching staff are rare in FIFA disciplinary history, which makes his inclusion here a genuinely notable escalation. Coaches are supposed to be the ones calming things down, not part of the incident report. And then there's Gavi. Before any of this, he publicly said he didn't think Argentina's players deserved suspensions. He called it part of the raw emotion of high-level football. FIFA charged him anyway. That single detail tells you this investigation wasn't one-sided. It looked at everyone. The red card that disappeared. Remember the red card graphic that flashed up during the chaos after the final whistle and then just vanished, with play continuing as if nothing happened? For months, that moment became the symbol of everything critics believed was wrong with how this tournament was officiated. Here's the difference now: a formal disciplinary case can't just be erased. It's on the public record. FIFA has confirmed that everyone named has the right to respond before any final decision is made, but the process itself is no longer something that can quietly fade away. It goes deeper than the players. This isn't just about individuals. FIFA has opened a completely separate disciplinary case against the Argentine Football Association itself, covering multiple alleged breaches across several matches, not just the final. The federation is being investigated for using a sporting event as a platform for political demonstration, team misconduct, alleged discriminatory behavior, and failures around order and security. The filing references chants, gestures, delayed kickoffs, objects thrown by spectators, and messaging displayed by both the team and their fans. If any of this is upheld, the punishment doesn't land on one player, it lands on the federation itself, with fines, sanctions, and a mark on their standing within FIFA that could last for years. The Falklands factor. The banner controversy isn't just a football story, it's tangled up in one of the most sensitive political disputes in modern history. The Falkland Islands have been administered by the UK since the 1830s, while Argentina has claimed sovereignty for just as long. In 1982, that dispute triggered a 74-day war that killed more than 900 people, including hundreds of Argentine and British military personnel. That's the weight behind this banner. It's why, the moment it appeared at the World Cup, the story exploded far beyond football. Government officials on both sides responded, the UK reaffirmed its position on the islands, while officials from the US weighed in citing free expression. A single banner on a football pitch turned into an international incident within hours. And this isn't even Argentina's first offense. Back in 2014, FIFA fined the federation for displaying a nearly identical banner before a friendly against Slovenia. Which means, according to critics, they knew exactly what the rules were and did it again anyway. The part nobody can ignore. Put it all together and the scale of this is almost unheard of. 3 players and a coach facing individual charges. An entire federation under separate investigation. Political demonstration allegations. Discrimination allegations. Security failures. All from a single tournament. And the timing makes it even more brutal. Argentina came within a single goal of retaining the World Cup, a feat that would have made them only the second team ever to win back-to-back titles. Instead of being remembered for that run, their tournament is now defined by disciplinary hearings and formal charges. Adding fuel to the fire, reports that FIFA President Gianni Infantino privately sent Argentina a letter praising their professionalism, all while this disciplinary process was already moving behind the scenes. If the charges are upheld, that timing is going to face brutal scrutiny of its own. To be fair, FIFA's disciplinary investigations are handled independently of public statements or outside pressure. The final outcome rests entirely on the committee's findings, not on what anyone said beforehand. This also isn't the first time Argentina has faced FIFA discipline after a World Cup. After Qatar 2022, they were fined over their celebrations, but no player was suspended, and critics said the punishment didn't match the outrage. This time is different. The scope is bigger, the charges are public, and the process is already in motion. One important thing to remember through all of this: charges are not convictions. Paredes, Molina, Ayala, and the Argentine Football Association all have the right to respond before the committee makes its final call. Whether these allegations are upheld, reduced, or thrown out entirely is still to be decided. But whatever FIFA rules, it's going to be picked apart. Come down hard, and some will say FIFA finally enforced its own rules consistently. Go soft, and critics will say, once again, Argentina got protected. There's no version of this outcome that doesn't become a massive talking point. So here's the real question: do you think FIFA is finally about to hand down serious sporting sanctions, or do you expect this to end in another slap on the wrist? Drop your take in the comments. Let's have a real conversation based on the facts as they keep coming in. If you want the complete breakdown the second FIFA announces its final rulings, what it means for every player involved and what it means for the future of the sport, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and don't miss it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.